Hey, what up guys? It's been a while since I have done a video. A really long time actually. I haven't had motivation, and the reason that ultimately comes down to is because I haven't had my meds in my system. Like at all. And I recently got back on them, and now that I'm on them I am more motivated to do a lot of things. And hopefully that means in the future I can get back on track of making videos, and because I don't want to stop making videos. I like helping you guys and things like that. Also, sorry if you hear anything in the background. That would be my beautiful girlfriend opening a soda. She's on the bed. A lot of things happened when I was off my meds. I realized the kind of person I am when I don't have my meds, and that's a terrible person. I'm like the worst possible person to be around. I am irritable, I'm mean, I think everything's a big deal, I'm stressed all the time, and which ultimately makes my episodes a lot worse. Things like that. There were times that I would think my girlfriend was out to kill me. You know, because of my irritableness, we'd get a lot of more conflicts, which would make her upset, and she would have to leave the house, and then I would think that she was going to bring people to come kill me. So I'd leave the house, and I'd be telling my parents, it's probably the last time we'll be talking, blah, blah, blah. They'll ask where I am, and I'm like, I can't tell you, so I'll send coordinates where I was, and then delete it once they wrote them down. But then everything was safe, and then, yeah. But I do believe I can get back on track for a good while now, and I can safely say I'm doing better. I'm still getting up there, but I'm doing quite better. So that's where I've been. I was on my computer one night, and luckily I was on my meds more, otherwise it would have tripped me out a lot more. But I was on my meds, and we heard something go by, and I was like, "What was that?" And it sounded like a jet went over our apartment building, and I heard police sirens, and we live in a parking lot, like apartment, or in our apartment there's a parking lot surrounding it, right? And there's a ton of speed bumps. There was a guy going at least 60 miles per hour. I don't know what that is in the rest of the world, but 60 miles per hour. Okay, look that up. That's really fast. Like I'm talking like highway interstate fast. And in a parking lot where people walk. It was at night, probably 11 a.m. It was 11 p.m. And so we went outside because there was a police car chasing it, and we're like, oh wow, so we go outside to watch, and all the neighborhood or apartment people were coming out and watching it, and this old man named Charles was with us, and he's about 70 years old, and he was all like, what entire nation's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. So we look, and there's a corner down the road, and I'm like, I don't know how that dude in that car that was speeding turned the corner so fast and made it. But he did, but he got pulled over right away. So I wanted to be Snoopy and look, right? So as I convinced Amanda and my new roommate, her friend Despina, to come and look. And so we get in Amanda's truck. Despina's in the middle, she's driving, I'm on the far right. And Charles wanted to go, but I don't know what's wrong with him exactly. I theorize he's had a stroke, or hypothesize he's had a stroke, because I think only one side of his mouth works and he has a cane. But he wanted to go too, but he didn't want to walk, so he was like, can I hop in the back of your truck? And I'm like, sure. So he hops in the back, and we drive around. Then there's state troopers and all these police cars blocking all the entrances and exits, and we're like, well, I guess we'll just turn around and walk. So I told Charles when we got back to the apartment, I was like, we're just going to walk. He's like, I'm coming with. I'm like, okay. So he comes with, and we walk over there, and there's police patrolling the whole area. We're like, this must be a drug bust, because I don't live in the safest, nicest part of the city I live in. But, excuse me, keep burping. But, so it's very plausible, and we go, let's see, we walk over there, and there's these two couples talking to each other, and I walk up, and I'm like, what's all the commotion about? And they're like, oh, there was a woman on meth, or I think she was on meth. I don't know if she was on meth or what. She probably was, but she had a newborn baby in her arms while she was going like 60, 70 miles per hour on these speed bumps in the parking lot, and a dude who was for sure on meth in the back with all these like pipes and like all this stuff, and like it was bad. It was just, and she stopped the car and he got out and he resisted arrest and ran, and they got him. But yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy night. Yeah, that basically was that. Not much has really happened else. Normally that would have really messed with my paranoia, but it didn't. It didn't because I'm on my meds, but I saw the woman. That's the weirdest part. I saw her when I took out my dog Max. I saw her. I walked down and she was just standing there with a baby stroller. They described what the girl looked like to me, and I was like, that was her. She was just standing there, like staring at me, and like I walked by, and I'm like, okay, and then I walked back in, and yeah. I guess it was a drug bust gone wrong. I don't know. But overall, guys, I've been doing a lot better. I'm a lot happier. I'm more motivated. I want to do more. I'm sorry I haven't been talking to you guys. I haven't been active on Discord, really, or Instagram or anything, and I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, guys. But I definitely try to get back to you guys. It's just times have been hard mentally, and for no reason. Just mentally feel bad for no reason. But yeah. So, if you guys want new videos in the future, be sure to comment down what type of videos you wish to see. I did add gaming to the channel, so I hope you guys enjoy that. So be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you know when I post more content. Like it to see more content. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. With a big F. Fantastic. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.